What's up, guys? We're on our way. Joined by Mo in the back.
Star Wars!
We have Uzman the Dentist in the flesh, family, and some kid in the middle. I'm not sure where he came from.
Who's the kid?
Rogue One
We just picked up some kid.
review coming up.
On your own from the age of 15. Reckless and undisciplined.
This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel.
Instant reaction. Instant reaction.
Right now.
Right now.
So tired.
Right now.
You're asking me for
Right now.
I'm going to drive home.
Jesus. Someone who will actually give me an opinion. You won't waste camera time and
Okay,
battery
so
life.
to me, that film was absolutely incredible because they've managed to achieve something they've never done in Star Wars, and that is basically create a war film with there's sad parts in it that you never expect in that type of film.
What chance do we have? We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
Vader. They made Vader awesome again. He'd become a joke. He'd become a joke in the last decade or so.
Yeah.
But this made up for it, man.
Definitely.
The way that he got to kick ass at the end. Mo, you didn't give me an opinion. You just walked away, wanted to smoke.
That was spectacular.
Well, again, this is a spoiler review, by the way. Let's get into the characters first, and the actors, the performances.
Yeah.
There was very much of a 1970s vibe with some of the acting. Did you ever find that distracting, though? Because they really did recreate a lot of that 70s.
Oh, mate, I loved
the
it.
costumes.
It just felt like you were watching an extension of the original trilogy.
They definitely captured that stuff in the original trilogy.
The
Very
hairdos,
well.
the costumes,
Yes.
the chitter-chatter between the X-Wing fighters.
I mean, I definitely, the first probably about 30-40 minutes, I was just like, this has the potential to not work out. And then when they were doing the kind of like, when they actually got into the proper storyline, man, there was some absolute craziness going on in there. And no bloody portals going into the sky.
Thank
and,
God.
You know, bloody...
Thank God. So what do
like
you think?
they've done in every single other film for the last 5 years.
So what did you think of Felicity Jones then? As Jyn Erso? Think she carried it well enough?
This is alright, but I guess, you know, they're going to have in extended edition or whatever her training, because there's going to be... I can see the same thing, people saying the same thing that they said about Rey. Okay, she's been trained by this guy. I mean, like...
because they did establish that, what? She was, what,
She
6?
was the best rebel fighter there was.
Yeah,
got
but she was
abandoned.
like 6 when she was abandoned, maybe,
Yeah.
and then he was 16 when he said he left her, so
Yeah.
that's 10 years. 10 years worth of training, so I
And those
don't know
Jedi's,
along with it.
Jedi start
That's the
young,
thing.
right? So if
Rebels.
you start a rebel fighter young,
Yeah, rebel fighting, man.
Yeah, but
He's the
then
extremist.
some of the stuff that she's
but she
doing...
didn't actually do a lot of fighting. She did some
Yeah.
climbing, she did some shooting.
Little hand to hand.
Yeah, it wasn't like she didn't go like OP like Rey did.
Yeah, Ray was way more like proper Jedi
Yeah,
skills.
Ray was more, but I can
But,
guarantee you this will be...
Rey was backed up by the
thing.
Force.
Yeah, this will definitely be a thing that they'll be taught, especially, you know, towards the end, you know, obviously spoilers, but when she like jumps up and she grabs, you know, this kind of thing that is like 3 feet above her and then climbs up above it, it's like, you know,
That's
the
just
type of...
That's the adrenaline of the moment, though.
She's a survivor, though. I think that was established for me, at least, that she was a survivor, that she had to fight to survive. So all that physical stuff I could go with. But let's talk about the true star of this movie, K2.
Oh, mate. The humour of that guy, man, is absolutely brilliant.
Definitely injected
There was like a deep.
much needed humour.
He was fantastic, but it was great sadness.
Oh, yeah.
And his heroicness.
And that was the one thing about that film. There was like so much sadness in it, but also there was like the humor wasn't like forced in there. You know, it's kind of it was put in quite well, and the fact that even though there is sadness, there's still hope in there. It really, you know, I was talking before about Saving Private Ryan. This is literally reminding me of that film.
It's a straight up war movie. They did what they said that they were going to do, is make a war movie in space. And really did inject something new into the Star Wars universe, definitely. How do you rate this against Force Awakens?
This was a more Star Wars like movie, but not a Star Wars movie at the same time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It had the tactile feel. It felt real in terms of the life and all of that.
And they connected it so well with the original trilogy without having to really retcon anything.
Like we were about to say before, the digital recreations of certain actors. Now, how did you think they pulled it off? It was a bit.
I thought Tarkin looked really strange.
His mouth was like not moving.
It's the movement,
was it?
Yeah, it was the movement. It wasn't as natural as even Gollum has been from like a decade ago.
Yeah.
But still, after a while, you kind of go with it.
Yeah.
It was passable. It was usable.
Yeah.
It was just it wasn't perfect.
No.
But I mean, for me, I've watched Force Awakens quite a few times, and this to me as a film is better than Force Awakens. Because Force Awakens, you watch it and it's just like, actually, this is just a copy of
New Hope.
Whereas this,
right.
you're meant to have known the whole story of this, right? Because you've been told the story.
Yeah, you've grown up with it.
And Mo, did you count how many Bothans died?
You know what? Right, 30 years ago, I learned a lot of boaters gave their lives for these plans. I watched the movie of the plans being stolen. I still don't know what a Bothan is.
Maybe it's like a slang word for like a muggler type thing.
Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking right at the end when Vader came, right, and he's basically going to go, there was just going to be a whole ship of Bothans, and he was just going to go and kill all of them, right? But no, I don't think any Bothans turned up whatsoever.
So you've been awkwardly quiet. I know you're tired, but you need to speak.
Alright, okay. I'm going to go out and just say this. I didn't enjoy that.
I
did not enjoy that movie. I don't care what you guys are saying at the time. It was okay. I think you guys are getting all sucked into the Star Wars Bible thing.
This guy loved Fantastic Beasts,
listen. Right? I just want to say, alright, that movie was okay. It didn't really hit me the way that I was expecting. But I will say this. That 2 minutes at the end of Vader coming in and just like annihilating that whole crew on that ship kind of pushed it in the way that, you know what, it was cool to that point. It was just slow for me, guys. It was just, look, it's cinematically, everything, that was cool. The performances, I didn't find them all that, moving in any way.
I'm not going to say I loved Jin. Like, she was like she was good, but there was something a bit flat about her. Maybe it was just Felicity's performance, but no, come on, man.
There was nothing wrong with her performance. She did the job she did.
Just seemed a bit, it just seemed a bit cold to me.
But just to
I'm not
back
saying
up
it's bad.
Salim's point, right? I reckon this, like, if you're a Star Wars fan, this will appeal to you because it's playing on what has come before.
Nostalgia.
Whereas if like you don't actually have an interest in Star Wars, it's probably like, well,
Right. So you asked the question earlier on about which out of the two films, kind of pushing in the direction of which one
Which did you like the best?
I preferred last year's film.
Just last week you were
I
saying
have no interest.
that is nothing for you.
I have no interest.
Yeah, you didn't
I didn't say that.
Yes, you
I
did. Yes, you did.
I said it was a good film. I enjoyed it. You guys, we need to go back and listen to that recording again. You guys have got it in the
When's that
wrong.
podcast going up?
We need to listen to that podcast. You guys clearly don't hear me properly in what I'm trying to articulate. But yes, I preferred last year's film.
Why did you prefer last year's film?
I think
Because they were Jedi and lightsabers.
That last 20 minutes though, or 15 minutes.
That battle sequence, right? I've always preferred the battle sequence in the original movies. Like the prequels are just long, boring, CGI'd like wank fests. And it's not very good ones.
Digital wank
fest. Yeah. They're just like, I can do it, so I'm going to put all... Yeah, that really, like, Return of the Jedi has always been my favourite space battle. That thing has just been amazing. This really harkened back to that. But the one negative I will say, yet again, there's a battle on the ground, and then there's something in space that they have to destroy so that the rebels on the ground can survive.
I didn't mind it, especially the way they resolved it. I thought it was pretty cool.
That was genius.
Some of the music was a bit stuck out for me though.
It was.
The music was not as good as the trailer was indicating.
It's not James Williams, is it? John Williams, sorry.
You can see that some of those original little pieces that were put in there really did stand out. They just didn't blend with the rest of
And the opening sort of like the title, there was
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
fanfare, no music, like
felt
Star
a bit
Wars
odd.
music. It just like appeared and went.
So out of 5 then, man. Battery run out, my arms are aching holding this.
I'd need to like watch it again, but it's
Oh, you
definitely
don't.
up there, man. I would say right now I would give it it's a solid 4 at the very minimum.
Uzman?
I'd say I'll give this right now. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. Salim.
I went with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Stars.
Yes, yeah. And he's probably my favorite
Donnie
character.
Yen, come on.
Yes,
you
come
cannot-
on. That's what I was trying to get to.
Donnie Yen
Favorite
was
character.
awesome.
Yes, he was.
Donnie Yen was awesome.
Performance-wise, I
And his
think
boyfriend.
Yes. Performance-wise, that was the best for me, and the tag team as well. I think them two nailed it.
Do you think those two are going to become like figureheads now for the LGBT plus community? You know they're going to adopt those two. But some, you can give us stars.
Yeah, 3 stars.
Really?
Yeah.
That's still quite high. For the
Yeah,
way
come
he said
on,
that.
come on.
Like, for the
Where
way,
did he
for
go?
the way he said he didn't like it, I'd expected 2, 2.5.
I was going to say 2.5, but yeah, I knew that you guys were going to boo me, so I said just go with 3.
2.5's fine.
Solid
3 stars. 3 stars for me.
So hold on a
Solid
minute.
4. Definitely, yes, I loved it. 4 stars, 4. Yeah, 4. That's solid 4. You just the nostalgia
What
of
about
it.
the boy that we picked up at the back? What did he think?
This is, okay, yeah, you're talking on behalf of your generation.
Jojo Biggs was amazing.
Shut up.
Come on,
He
come
said to
on.
me, no. He goes to me, he can't wait for the sequel to see how they destroy the Death Star.
What? I don't care. I do not care what you think, alright?
I wasn't even referring to you.
When you looked at me, you
So
went,
self-defensive.
You like breathed
So
at me.
self-defensive.
At
I was
me,
looking
you
at Mo.
breathed.
My head was in Mo's direction.
Yeah, when you're pointing the light in
But
my direction,
you honestly
whilst
feel
I'm trying to
guilty.
drive.
You honestly feel guilty, obviously.
I am one with the Force. The Force is with me. That is my mantra for the next, towards the middle of next year. All right, and hopefully by then I might give this a 4.5.
What did you guys think? Let us know, right? Comments down below. If you like the video, please subscribe, etc., etc. My arm is aching. Rogue One, the review. We liked it, except for this guy. His opinion doesn't really matter. Alright, guys.